Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type number 1 in the comment section, in that chat box, let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Nothing worse than talking to myself for the next 30 minutes or so. And as you do, keep in mind everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow us along on the various social platforms out there. You'll find links to them down below on our YouTube channels. And I mean, they're all right here. You'll find them here as well. But make sure you follow along with the various trainings that we do, because there's tons of content across all of these platforms. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump in. First, let's take a look at the futures. So we're up. I mean, we're in green right now. The S&P is up 16. We've had a pullback. Unemployment report just got announced. I don't know if you caught that slide real quick as I had it up. Unemployment at 8:30, 9:45 is flash manufacturing for PMI, and then service PMI. And then 10 o'clock, Fed Powell talks again, right? So you just never know. Open mouth, insert foot. So we're down a little bit on the markets from where we were, but we're still up about 15 points on the S&P, 76 on the Dow, 63 on the NASDAQ, about 4 on the Russell. Bitcoin is up 575. Ethereum is up 47. Excuse me there. Gold is down 5, and crude is down 20 cents. It's kind of a flip-flop. We're up and down, but overall, crude took a big increase from where we were earlier, right? We had gone down to, about 102 in Jingle yesterday, and we're back to 106 in Jingle right now. So we've definitely seen an increase from where we were, but on the day it's down 20 cents, so flat-ish. Okay, let's go take a look at trades from yesterday. This is the opportunity you have to drop your trades in, share them with the community, let everybody know what it is that you were looking at, what you were doing, what you were thinking, and help everybody else here be able to learn from some of the things that you did as well. Funded, not funded, doesn't matter. Lost money, broke even, made money, doesn't matter. Drop the trades in. I do it every day. We're going to go through now. I had one trade from yesterday. We didn't have a lot of candidates to choose from, but one trade from yesterday, which was Airbnb, right, was the one. Actually, let's go over here and do that on Omega charts. Airbnb. You get a little bit of a bigger picture. All right, there we go. So very ugly as far as its move goes, right? So Airbnb got a downgrade from JP Morgan. We were looking for a bear call spread above 104. Better would have been, less aggressive would have been above 109, right? I couldn't get anything above 109 for the premium I wanted. So 104 is what we were looking at. And that was the 8-moving average, right? So we wound up 104, 105 was 35 cents. We got out of the trade at 30 cents. So I didn't really have any great woo-woo from it yesterday. It was 5 cents, which covered commissions, and we called it a day. So it was kind of a flat day on candidates. We only had 2 of them. Dow, I looked at Dow, but there was the premium. I wrote a note on it for today. The premium was too low on Dow, right? I don't know, nothing else I could have done with it. I didn't want to do a naked put on it, just a little bit too risque for me. Not that type of company for me, Dow. I'm looking for more premium than what they offer, right? So, all right. Good. Let's see what you guys have in here. Good morning, everybody. All right, so we got no trades dropped in there. Good morning, coach, brothers and sisters and cousins. There you go. Say, hey, I love that. Right? Brother from another mother, right? Lost $1.13 on Q's calls, made 40 cents on SPY calls. This is Robert, by the way. Made 28 cents on Amazon calls, 50 cents on SPX bull put spread. It was a nice day. There you go. Amazon puts 28% for Frankie. Nice job, Frankie. PNW went up. PNW went down. there you go, Alan. Hey, welcome to the new brave world, right, of what the markets do now. All right, with that, let's go take a look at today's candidates. All right, so I got them built into a list for us, as I always try to do. ACN was our very first one. They had earnings come out. ACN right now is down $11, so the earnings weren't good. All right, so that puts them at 275 half. right? So that we're just below that 279.5. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 280. Above 280 on ACN, right? Then we have Coinbase. Now, they're up in the pre-market after getting a downgrade. Go figure, right? I think the downgrade might have been, it was a no-name company. I don't remember who it was, but which is what I'm saying, no name, right? I think the downgrade might have come, yeah, we should downgrade them too, as so many others have done. So I think that might be part of it. Let's see if we can grab that and pull it out a little bit. All right, let's get this a little more. Just get that out of the way. So right now they're bouncing. They're at 53 right now. So guys, I'm going to say next on this one. There's nothing about this that wants me to take it to the upside. I've got room potential up to 60, but I got to break the 55 first, the 55.43, which is the 8 moving average. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm passing. Right, Home Depot is our next one. Now, Home Depot had coverage initiated. Again, not a main name company. And Home Depot right now is up $1.02. That's better because they were down even with that upgrade. And I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know what that upgrade was doing for them or not. But so if they're up right now $1, they're at 270. Well, look what we got 271 above head. All right. So here's what we need to see happen. All right. So I'm going to set this up. This becomes that bidirectional type trade, right? Do I know what's going to happen? Heck no. Do I have a plan for what might happen? Heck yes. Right. So first thing is for the bullish side, right? Since the news that was out was bullish, it's initiated coverage, meaning we started to follow them now, right? We're looking for the stock above 272.5 and then a retest, right? Then we're going to look at a bull put spread below 271, below 270. I don't know if we've got $1 strikes this high up. We don't. We've got 2.5s. Okay, that's on the bull side. On the bear side, right? We're looking for the stock to retest the 271 level, right? Retest at 271 and fail. Then we're going to look at a bear call spread above 271. Well, we'll write 271. 271, okay? Now, Home Depot is a candidate that's on our power option plays list. So what does that mean? That means for me, I'm going to look at pivot points. That means for me, I'm going to look at directional trades. If I like what I see on the chart, I'm going to take that as a directional trade, a call or a put, just going long, just straight directional on it, right? So I'm going to write long options, right? Or long options, all right? Perfect. All right. META, M-E-T-A is our next one, not to be confused with the one after that, which is Meta. All right, so on MET, they're up about 87 cents right now. They got an upgrade, puts them at 62.62. I don't know why trade station didn't change. There we go. So puts them at 62.62 right now. So what does that do? We're barely above that 8 moving average. Nothing about this excites me with this upgrade. We're going to write next. Not interested at all. All right, we only have 3 candidates left, folks. Go ahead and drop in the companies that you want me to take a look at today, and we'll go through and do that. And I'm going to say this now, and hopefully I remember to say it at the very end. Tomorrow morning, I have our Inner Circle training that we do once a quarter is coming up. It's a Friday, Saturday event. So we will not be doing the market mornings tomorrow. All right, so our next time back together again will be on Monday. All right, so on Meta, Zuckerberg sees 1 billion people in the metaverse spending hundreds of dollars each in there, right? On that announcement, now this is his opinion. On that announcement, they were up more than this in pre-market. They're only up 50 cents right now, right? Meta, if they're trading at 155 3/4, they were up at nope, wrong chart I'm looking at. Let me go and put the pre-market in here. TradeStation just takes forever. Love the platform and hate it at the exact same time. So they were trading above 158. They're right now 156.5. So you can see they were up nicely, even on that spike there at 8 o'clock. They were up, which is about when I caught it. They were up very nicely. They're only up 50 cents on that news. I did not get to see it. I did record it, but Cramer had Zuckerberg on last night where they were going to talk about the metaverse, which, am I going to buy property in the metaverse? Me, Rob, probably not, right? I don't foresee me doing that type of stuff. Does that mean that there isn't going to be value there? It doesn't. I don't know enough about it. So wanting to listen to what Zuckerberg's opinion was of it, since they're deeming themselves as the metaverse gurus, right? We are your metaverse company. Apparently, Kentucky Fried Chicken just did something in the metaverse now. I don't quite get it. I can order virtual chicken from my virtual property and virtually gain weight, lose weight, enjoy the food. I don't know. Just not there yet. But nothing's really happening with them. They're only up 50 cents right now. So let's go look at where we are chart-wise. From Meta, Facebook's standpoint, guys, we're not there. You know, I'm looking for a reason to buy Facebook, right? $300 stock, $150 now. We're got a 50% haircut, right? From where it was. I think it's undervalued at this point. Still looks like it's going to continue to drop. I'm not ready to buy it yet. Let me get above that 8 first, and I'll start considering dipping my toe in the water. I won't go to a full position of what I'm looking to hold. So in other words, I'll make a number up. If I wanted to buy 1,000 shares, and again, I'm just making up a number, okay? If I wanted to buy 1,000 shares and we break above the 8, maybe I'm buying 100, 200. I'm going to buy a very small percentage of it. Maybe we break above the 21 and I'll buy another 1 or 200, right? I'm looking for key things to happen to trigger me to enter into the trade, right? Will I be getting in early? Does that mean that I'll have some potential for things to go against me? Yes, I did it with Amazon, right? I bought Amazon the day of their split. They went down. It got to a key level. I bought more, lowered my cost basis, right? And I'm in a pretty good position right now from where I was. Still underwater slightly, but I also don't own 100% of what I want on Amazon. I own about 40% of what I'm looking to buy in Amazon, right? This is just the way that I buy into long-term positions is here. I do the same thing right now on SPY. I'm always looking for that place to enter into the trade and try to pick up some at that earlier price. If I'm wrong and it goes down, I'm just going to buy it at a lower price again. I'm not worried about it. That's okay, right? So with that, I'm going to, on Meta, this great news, which puts them up 64 cents in a bearish market. I'm just going to look to go long options. There's nothing here news-wise that says, take me, right? Okay. Well, how about this? All right, now I'm going to blow your minds a little bit. How about we look at an iron condor, right? The bear call spread above 162 and the bull put spread below 152. If you can get a condor in there for that, if we flip this over to verticals, all we're doing is 2 credit spreads, right? So I said on the call side, we're looking for above 162. So 162 half, 165, you would get 37 cents on that trade. Where to go? 62 half, 65. We're going to sell that, right? And then on top of that, you can go over here. We're looking on the bear call or the bull put spread below 152. So I'd probably go right to the 50 below 152. I want to keep it the same increments, which would be 250. So I'd probably go below 152 and a half. Right? Sell. So you're looking at taking in $1.08 of credit. Right, we'll go with the midpoint, $1.08 of credit on that trade. And your maximum risk is $2.50. Right? As long as it stays in between 162 and 153 by Friday, and let's see, today is Thursday. As long as it stays there today and tomorrow, you win on both sides. Okay. So I'm going to look at that today for sure. All right. That was a whack one for some of you guys. Like, wait, what? All right. Oxy Petroleum. Berkshire just bought 9.6 million more shares. It brings their stake in Oxy Petroleum up to 16.3%. Right. Definitely bullish for them. Let me put this on another screen here where I can see what's happening. Oxy is up $1.87 to 57.5. So, guys, look where we are. The good news drove it up, but do I really want to take that bullish trade up here? Here's what we'll be looking at. On Oxy, we're going to look at a bull put spread below 54. I got a lot of room to the downside to go, but I would much prefer had we broken out above a resistance level with this news. All right. Last one is Snow. They got an upgrade from JP Morgan. You can see that they have been in just this massive tear to the downside, but they're up $6.72 on that upgrade from JP Morgan. It puts them at 134. Well, now we get above our 21 moving average. It puts us in a neutral territory. We've got $21, so 27, or 28, 38, 48, 49. So we need fibbits of fibbits in here. So let me do it this way. Let's split that in half. I'm just going to stop it there. We'll pull this out. And then let's pull this out. All right. So we're sitting at 134. You've got room up to 140. We're going to look at a bull put spread below 128. Below 128. All right. Okay, there you have it. So let's go see what you guys are looking at today. Erica said Roku bullish up to 96. Let's go take a look at that, Erica. Let me go grab my list of all symbols. And guys, all that does, the reason I grab this list is I look at my Fibit column and I can see what it moves every day. Take that number divided by 2, which is just the Wilder's average true range. And it's about 8.25 is what it moves daily, right? Good push to the upside. We've been here before above the 21. The question is, will we sustain? It's the first time in a while, right? It's the first time it's happened since the move down. The moving averages crossed down. It's the first time that we got above and didn't fail the next day, right? Got above, we're back down, got above. This one, I guess we stayed above, although we closed lower the day after close. So 2 days in a row of bullish, both closing above the 21. Maybe this is a brave new world, right? We'll see. So if we look at Roku pre-market, they're at 92. 96 is Erica's target. Yep, 96 is her target. So you've got support at 88. So you're a little bit away from that 8 moving average. But yes, Erica, I agree with you that 96 is a great target. And we've been there so often and failed from it, right? Looking here, I mean, we just hung around between that 96 and 100. We hung around over and over and over again. So I like it. I like it. Alan said Adobe bearish. We had them down as bearish, Alan. We had them for a directional trade. So let's see. Alan's saying bearish with the retest of the 370 and fail. Absolutely 1,000,000%, Alan. That's exactly what we're looking for. Our note in power option plays was bearish with the pullback to the 8 aggressive, right? So it looks like we're not quite getting the 8 down there, but we'll be doing that off of the 369 half level. Will work fine. 40 to 69 is 29. We don't need a fib in there, Alan. But again, with that big of a move, you might scale out of half the trade. If you're doing it as a day trade, I'd probably scale out of half at the midpoint, Alan. All right, just to lock some in. All right. Hey, Trip. Good morning. AMD. Trip's calling it the switchback trade off the 87 at the 83.74 fib line. Okay. So on AMD, yeah. So if we can get the pullback. So I'm going to get rid of these boxes in there. If we can get the break, where are we on AMD this morning? Let's see that. AMD. So we're up 60 cents right now to 84.35. So we're just a little bit above. If you could break that 83.74, maybe down to 83, retest and fail, there you have it. To the upside trip, you've got room up to 87, right? So guys, for me, I would snap a pink horizontal line on my 5-minute chart and then make it a dot dash line. And that would tell me that it's my 8 moving average from today, right? And if you get the bounce off that 84 trip and the move up, you've got the opportunity for a small intraday move. Overall pattern is bearish, true bear, right? But if you can get a small move to the upside, it may be worth it, right? But I agree with you on your analysis of what you're looking for bearish. That would be the better trade for sure, right? Virtual chicken. Okay, Erica. Robert said Amazon. Oh, hold on a second. Nope, I thought it said Amazon. Yeah, I've reduced my long positions on Amazon, 513 on my 930 options, and I'm selling calls. All right, excellent. So, Robert, I think the selling calls component is great on it as long as the options are working for you. I love the trade setup all the time, right? The diagonal type spreads. Mike is asking for SPY. Guys, if you like the comments, drop a note down below. Go ahead and smash that like button. Give us some help in the algorithms there. Let's see. SPY. Mike, SPY right now is up $1.50 to 376 even. So we're still below the 8 moving average. So you see what I mean, guys? We got to bounce. I'd like to see the move above the 8 for that next entry into some long positions there, right? But 378 is our resistance level right now. But without a doubt, Mike, I'm looking at pivots, right, as the potential setup for this on SPY. I do it all the time. So my pivots are going to change a little bit because of the way the pre-markets work. But right now, if we're looking roughly, that's not SPY. It only works if you have the right symbol in there. Roughly, we're looking at 374 and 378. Again, roughly. So we've got about a $4 move in there. So I like that distance, Mike. When you start getting up here like R1 to R2 and you're at 378 up to 380, I will ignore the midpoint. When we're down here between pivot, PP, the yellow line, and the R1 line, I will use the midpoint as a scaling out of half the trade there, right? So definitely look at pivots. And, of course, you can look at the moving averages to see if we run into that 378 and fail. We're at 376 right now. We still can do it since we moved $10 a day on SPY. All right. Hope that helps, Mike. Let me know. Mike also asked for Tesla. Tesla. Big fan. If you guys know anything about his story, about Elon Musk's story, about where he came from and the hours that he's put in, and 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, and he and I are just alike, man, except the difference was I did 16-hour days working for somebody else, not for myself, when I first started working in manufacturing. So it's up $4.50 right now to 713, we'll call it. 713. Right. So, all right. It got us above the 710 level. Mike, remember, they have a split coming up in August. Nothing that affects us now, but a split coming up in August. Now we're back at the look left. When we break above, here's our moving average cross of the 8 down below the 21. We break above on a close. The next day is a pullback. We break above on the close. The next day is a pullback. We broke above and just pulled back, right? But every time we close above, we're pulling back. So today's close above will be critical. Tomorrow's move up or down close will be even more critical to see, are we into that true neutral bias where we now have an opportunity to start adding to positions, or are we going to give it back and come back down into the bearish neutral or which would be neutral bias again between the 8 and 21, right? So it's kind of tight right now. I would look at 689 as the downside, right? On the upside, 746. Switch back, bidirectional, switch hitter, whatever you want to call it, as far as the trade name goes. You've got the potential in there for either one. I wouldn't mind if we're at 711.5. I wouldn't mind seeing us get up to about 712 and retesting that 710 level, Mike, which is the 821 moving average, and bounce. I would feel a little more confident in the move from there. All right. So I hope that helps. You're welcome, Alan. Trip as well, Mike. Fantastic. I don't have a version of Muskmouth. Yeah, you're right. There you go, Robert. Robert said, I'm thinking about calling it the go with the flow trade or follow the river trade. There you go. I mean, listen, guys, there's only one thing holding me back from doing a training video on it, and that's coming up with a good name for it. So go with the flow, the river trade. Trip's got switchback. Listen, spend 2 minutes of your day today and come up with a name for this bidirectional switchback, go with the flow, or river flow trade, so I can get this training done and get that thing out there, because I really want to give this thing out to you guys to check it out. So, all right, remember, tomorrow there is no market mornings because we have our inner circle meeting tomorrow. I've got some prep work to get ready for that. But, guys, today is Tony's last day on his training. Sean, drop that link into tradinglikeaboss.com, please, if you would. Right, for his patterns today, he did an amazing training on it. Guys, today is the last one. You do not want to miss out on this. Take advantage of it. Tony is phenomenal when it comes to being able to pick out patterns, all right? So make it a profitable day, and I will see all of you on Monday. Have a great weekend. We'll chat soon. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.